Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Vaudeville. Now this is a game that, is kind of unlike any other that I've played because it takes AI and makes them actual, like, playable character, or not playable, makes them important characters in the game. So it's like a detective game, but all the dialogue is AI generated, so it takes what you say into your microphone, puts it into the game, and then the AI generates the dialogue for the NPCs, so you got to solve the mystery using that. So I've just seen a little bit of gameplay of it, and it looks like a ton of fun, and a lot of goofiness happens. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. Oh, all right, we're getting into the map now. All right, here we are in Vaudeville. All right, so I don't know if I did anything to set the mic up. The police station. That is a good place to start. Some nice little jazzy music going on. Wait, what the frick? Huh? Oh. Whoops. Can you hear me? No. Hello. Huh? Oh. Whoops.
The second I stepped.
Alright, I think we're back. Good thing to know, do not press escape because that will take you out of the game, apparently. What the world? Hello? Hello? Chief Gretzky, can you hear me? What an ugly looking man. Hello? Hello? What the frick? I am. Hello? Chief...
What can I do for you?
Can you hear me? How do you get your mic to work? What the world? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? What in the world? Huh? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, please. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna go somewhere else. Pascal's Groceries. Hello.
Why, detective, what brings you here?
Excuse me, I have to be going now.
What a shame.
What does it work for her but not the cops? Okay. Hello.
What do you need?
I need you to finally talk to me because I think you've been ignoring me this whole time. Chief Gretzky. Excuse me? Huh? What is happening? Hey, can you hear me? Alright. Where are we going? The Blackwoods. The morgue here. Maybe we can find something out here. Hello.
Greetings. I see that you have arrived for the autopsy reports. Allow me a moment to gather my thoughts. It's fascinating, isn't it? The human body, with its intricacies and vulnerabilities.
Huh?
Death is such a complex phenomenon, Detective Martini. One moment, a person is alive and thriving, and the next, they are no more than an empty vessel, devoid of life's essence. It's a stark reminder of our mortality and the fragility of our existence.
Yes. What can you tell me about these crimes? Because the cops are no help.
Well, my dear detective, it seems we find ourselves in quite a predicament.
Yes.
The crimes we're
definitely.
dealing with here are quite peculiar, each with its own distinct modus operandi. Nicola Grossman, a man of finance, met his demise with a swift blow to the back of the neck. Haley Greenwood, a young dancer, suffered a series of brutal blows to the head, possibly inflicted by a stiletto shoe. And Maria Jansen, the Scandinavian beauty, was attacked in a manner that resembles an animal's savagery.
Good to know. Do you know if the police have any leads in the case?
No, my curious colleague, the police are doing their best to unravel the mysteries that surround these cases. But alas, the leads seem to be rather elusive at the moment. It's as if we're navigating through a dense fog, trying to find a path towards truth and justice. However, fear not, for I have faith in the resilience and resourcefulness of our dedicated investigators. In due time, I believe they will uncover the vital clues that will shed light on these puzzling events.
You are never short on words, are you?
No, my dear detective, words are my constant companions. They dance upon my tongue, eager to be released into the world. But do not mistake my verbosity for mere verbosity. It is my way of dissecting the complexities of life and death, of peeling back the layers of existence to reveal the hidden truths beneath. And in this realm of death and investigation, where uncertainty lingers like a stubborn infection, words become my solace, my scalpel to dissect the enigma before us. So, forgive me if I wax poetic or indulge in the intricacies of language.
Yes, you have my complete forgiveness. Do you have any theories of your own about the murders?
Yeah, theory is my favorite playground of speculation. Allow me to ponder for a moment, Detective Martini.
Okay.
It is clear to me that the modus operandi of these murders are vastly different. And yet there seems to be a thread connecting them, like blood vessels intertwining within a body. Could it be that we are dealing with multiple perpetrators, each with their own dark motives? Or perhaps there is a mastermind orchestrating these acts of violence, manipulating the strings from the shadows.
Perhaps. Let me go talk to the chief of police and see if he'll actually speak to me. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Alright, she talks way too much. Alright, let's see. Hello, Gretzky.
What is it?
Now you have time to speak to me? No? Hello? Alright, we're not talking to him. Let's see. Circus Saxabar. Country Club. Hello?
Hey there, how can I help you today? Is there something on your mind?
Yes. Do you know anything about the murders that have happened around Vaudeville lately?
Murders in Vaudeville. That's quite alarming. I haven't heard about any recent murders.
Huh?
Can you tell me more about what's been happening?
Haley Greenwood, Nicola Grossman, and Maria Jansen were all murdered. Healing.
Oh my goodness, that's absolutely shocking. I had no idea. Poor Haley, Nicola, and Maria. They were all such vibrant individuals. It's truly heartbreaking to hear about their tragic deaths. Do you happen to know anything more about the circumstances surrounding their murders?
No, I'm
Sorry,
trying.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean by healing in relation to the murder cases. Could you please clarify? I apologize if I said something that upset you. I'm here to help, so if there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or any questions you have, feel free to let me know.
I take it from your reaction that you knew all three of the victims?
Well, yes. As a socialite in Vaudeville, it's not uncommon to cross paths with many people in our close-knit community. So, yes, you could say that I knew Haley, Nicola, and Maria. It's a devastating loss for all of us. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you're trying to find out about them?
Do you know if any of them had any enemies around town?
Enemies. That's a strong word. While I can't speak for everyone's personal relationships, I can tell you that all three of them were generally well liked and respected within the community. Of course, tensions and conflicts can arise in any group, but I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who would have had a vendetta against them. It's quite concerning to think that they may have had enemies. Did you have any particular reason for asking about this?
Yes, because they were murdered.
Oh, I see. You're right. The fact that they were murdered does raise questions about potential motives and suspects. It's unsettling to think that someone could have had ill intentions towards them. If there's anything specific you'd like to know, or if you need my help with anything related to the investigation, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm determined to find out the truth about Maria's death and bring the murderer to justice.
Why did you single out Maria? Do you have some relation to her stronger than Haley and Nicola?
I apologize if it seems that way.
No.
I didn't mean to single out Maria over Haley and Nicola. I mentioned her specifically because we had a closer friendship.
That's what I just asked.
We used to spend quite a bit of time together, attending social events and discussing our mutual interests in fashion. But that doesn't mean I care any less about Haley and Nicola. I'm equally concerned about all three of them and finding out the truth behind their tragic deaths. Is there something else you'd like to discuss or any other information you're seeking?
Are there any suspicious characters around Vaudeville? Any that would make you think they could have had a hand in these murders?
Well, Vaudeville is a diverse place with all sorts of characters, but it's hard to say who might be involved in these murders. The idea of someone in our community being responsible is truly unsettling. Can you tell me more about what makes you suspect that there may be suspicious individuals?
Yes.
Perhaps there's some specific detail or behavior that caught your attention.
Yes, the fact that 3 people have been murdered.
That's a fair point, and it is indeed alarming that 3 people have been murdered in such a short span of time. It's certainly a cause for concern, and the fact that these incidents happened in close succession raises questions about a possible connection. If there are any particular leads or suspicions that you have, please share them with me. Together, we may be able to piece together the puzzle and help the authorities solve these crimes.
Thank you. You're a wonderful human being.
Sure. Thank you for your kind words. It means a lot to me. We're all just trying to do our best in this world, and if I can contribute in some way to bringing justice and peace, then that's a wonderful thing. But let's not forget that you two are doing important work here, trying to uncover the truth behind these murders. We're in this together, and with our collective efforts, we may be one step closer to finding the answers we seek.
Okay. Let's go to the police station. Constable Jones. Hello. Chief Gretzky. Any news on the murders? Hello? Are you there? Are you dead? Are you deaf? Are you blind? Are you stupid? Hello? Okay. Coral? Going to this. Hello. Hello? Okay. Hello again, Mrs. Potter.
Detective Martini, what brings you here?
I'm investigating these murders that have happened around Vaudeville. Hello? Why is it... Oh my god. Hello?
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Do you know anything about the murders that have happened around Vaudeville lately?
Oh yes, I've heard some rumors about it. It's a real tragedy, isn't it? but I don't know any concrete details, unfortunately. I'm sure Chief Gradesky and the police must be looking into it, though.
I wouldn't know. Do you know of any suspicious characters that could have had a hand in these murders around the town?
No, I don't think I'm the right person to ask about that sort of thing. I'm just a humble grocery store owner. I'm sure the authorities will be able to get to the bottom of this.
Mr. Pascal, in my humble opinion, you look like a murderer.
Ah, you sure have a way with words. But I'm afraid you won't find any clues here. Perhaps you should look elsewhere for answers.
Enough with the small talk, Pascal. Who did you murder and why?
Well, that's certainly an interesting accusation. I'm sure you can understand why I would be quite surprised at such a suggestion. I can assure you that I've never been to Hawaii, and I most certainly
Why?
haven't committed murder there. That's all I can say.
We're not talking about Hawaii. We're talking about Vaudeville. Who did you murder? Haley, Maria, or Nicola?
Wow, I'm not sure what to make of this. I can promise you that I had nothing to do with any of those murders. I'm just a grocery store owner, not a murderer. I'm sure the authorities are doing everything they can to get to the bottom of this.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Sure, glad I could help. You have a good day now.
Mrs. Potter. Hello? Mrs. Potter, hello. Okay. Some people are glitching out for some reason, I don't know. Gravesend Manor. Good afternoon, Count Gravesend.
Yeah, good afternoon. It's actually Count Gravesend, but no worries. How can I assist you today, my dear detective?
I
Are
am
you here to marvel at the wonders of my collection, or perhaps indulge in a game of poker?
I apologize for the mispronunciation. Could you tell me about the wonders of your collection, perhaps?
Ah, my esteemed detective Martini, you have piqued my curiosity. Pray tell, what specifically would you like to know about the wonders of my collection? Are you interested in the rare masks from Africa, the ancient artifacts from Eastern Europe, or the peculiar items collected during my travels? Do let me know, and I shall regale you with tales of their origins and the adventures that led me to acquire them.
Count Gravesend, do you perchance have a stiletto in your collection?
A stiletto, you say? My, that's an intriguing request. I must admit, I do have a few sharp and delicate objects in my possession, but I wonder. Why the interest in a stiletto, dear detective? Is there a particular reason or story behind it that has caught your attention? I'm always curious to learn the motivations behind one's inquiries.
I've just always had a fascination with stilettos. I look quite nice in them.
Oh, how delightful. It seems we share a fascination with the finer things in life. Stilettos do have an inherent allure, don't they? They possess both elegance and danger, like two sides of the same exquisite coin. Now, if you'll indulge me, may I inquire about your specific attraction to these captivating weapons? Do you appreciate their craftsmanship, or perhaps the stories they hold within their gleaming blades? Pray, do share your thoughts, Detective Martini.
You are the only one who should be doing some praying, Count Gravesend. Why do you call stilettos blades and weapons? Because they are not usually used as weapons. They're usually used as footwear. And the fact that you think of them as weapons makes me consider you as a suspect in the murder of Haley Greenwood, who was killed with a stiletto. A shoe, not a weapon.
Detective Martini, my dear friend, I must apologize if my choice of words caused any confusion or misunderstanding. I assure you, I did not mean to insinuate any ill intentions regarding stilettos or their use as footwear. It's merely my manner of speaking, a whimsical way to describe objects that catch my fancy. However, I am truly sorry to hear about the unfortunate incident involving Haley Greenwood and the stiletto shoe. It is a tragic occurrence, and I am as curious as you are to uncover the truth behind this dreadful crime.
What is this? I found a stiletto covered in blood. Right here in your collection. Don't play stupid with me, Gravesend. Hello? Another one bites the dust. Okay, Good afternoon, Chief Gretzky. Any news on the murders? No. Circus. Hello there. Hello? Okay, Mrs. Potter, we meet again. Okay. Hello, Ingrid. Hello, Marina H. What is going on? Ah, Michelle, we meet again. Count Gravison. Hello? God dang it. It's the last place. Hello? Hello? Ooh, look at your nasty feet. Hello? I've gone to the police station and anyone answer? Chief Gretzky. You, weirdo. Okay. Oh my god! Hello? What is going on? Hello.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for speaking to me. Nobody has talked to me in the last, 5 minutes.
Sure, no problem. It seems like you're having a tough day, so I'm more than willing to help. Now, what brings you here today?
I've come to speak to you about these unfortunate murders that have happened around Vaudeville.
Murders? Oh my. Do you have any leads?
Yes, I believe Count Gravson may have been involved.
Count Gravison. I saw him at the show the other day. He seemed like a charming gentleman.
What show do you speak of?
I was talking about the burlesque performance I do at the club on VO8, of course. It's been quite a hit lately, and I'm quite proud of it. Have you seen it?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, you should come. It's a lot of fun. The audience loves it, and it's always a great time.
I'm sure that they do.
Well, if you ever need a break from all your hard work, you know where to find me.
I'm taken aback at your suggestion, Miss H. Do you have any leads about these murders?
Not yet, but if you give me a bit of time, maybe we can figure it out together.
Together?
That sounds like a plan. What do you say?
Sure.
Let's get to work then.
Alright. Do you believe Count Gravison could be involved in these murders?
Maybe, but for now, all we can do is speculate.
Do you know what a stiletto is?
Of course, it's a type of shoe with a very high heel and a pointed toe. It's perfect for performing burlesque.
Yes, Count Gravison in conversation referred to it as a weapon, which typically a shoe is not a weapon to most people. But the fact that he mentioned it specifically as a type of weapon, and the fact that it was used in the murder of Miss Haley Greenwood, makes me believe that he may have had some part in the murder.
Interesting. What else do you know about Count Grevison?
I believe he is a weirdo.
Weirdo, in what way?
As in peculiar, oddball.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
When I was interviewing him, he just froze and did not speak at all, and pretended to ignore me.
Well, I don't know if I would call him a weirdo, since we all have our moments. I think it's safe to assume he was just a little overwhelmed by the situation.
You are very forgiving of people, it seems.
I try to be, but if someone has done wrong, I'm not afraid to point it out. People should be held accountable for their actions.
Did you know Haley Greenwood, Maria Jansen, or Nicola Grossman?
No, I don't. But if you think Count Grevison may have had something to do with their deaths, it's important that we get to the bottom of this.
Could you perhaps speak to Chief Gretzky at the police station, because I am not getting to him at all, because he ignores me every time I come to the station to speak to him.
Yes, of course. If you don't mind, why don't we go to the station together? Perhaps we can come up with something that will catch Chief Gretzky's attention.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Let's go get them.
Okay, let's go now.
Alright, detective. Lead the way.
We have entered the police station.
Interesting. So, what's the plan?
Try and get the chief's the chief's attention. Excuse me.
Yeah, so we're going to need to be persuasive and charming. Shall we?
Yes, after you.
Okay, then. Here we go.
Good job. He is very attentive.
Thank you. Now, what do we do next?
Ask him if he has any leads.
Well, Chief, do you have any leads that could help us solve this mystery?
What did he say?
He said that he has some clues, but he needs more information to make a connection. He also mentioned that there have been 3 murders in the city recently, and he thinks they might be related.
Ask him if he thinks Count Grevson is related in some way.
Chief, do you think Count Grevison is involved in any way?
What did he say?
I'm not sure, but I did see him at the show the other day. He seemed like a charming gentleman.
Okay, thank you for your time. You are a lovely assistant.
Sure, no problem. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Until we meet again.
Looking forward to it. Let's see what kind of case we can crack together.
Okay. Hello there, Gretzky.
What can I do for you, detective?
Can you tell me about these murders? Man, you stupid cop. Constable Jones.
Oh, yes, you called. Is there something? I mean, is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, can you
know
tell
what
me?
They say 2 heads are better than 1.
Yes,
Or many hands make light work. I'm
yes,
here to assist. If you need it, just let me know.
yes. Can
That's
you?
all right with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble on. It's just, well, you know what they say. A stitch in time saves 9. So, how can I help?
Constable Jones, what in the blue crap are you talking about?
Well, you see, I tend to get a bit carried away with my words sometimes.
Yes, I
It's like
see.
the cat's got my tongue, you know. I apologize if it's a bit confusing. I guess I have a habit of using cliches and old expressions. It's like old habits die hard, you see. I'm sorry if it's not making much sense. I'm trying my best, really. It's like walking on eggshells, you know? Trying not to step on anyone's toes.
Yes, please be quiet for just a few minutes. Can you tell me why Chief Gretzky is ignoring me? And also, can you tell me if you have any leads as to the murders that have happened around Vaudeville?
I'm not quite sure why Chief Greatsky is ignoring you. Maybe he's just busy as a bee, you know. Got a lot on his plate, but I'm sure he didn't mean to leave you hanging. It's like the calm before the storm, you know. Things can get a little chaotic around here. As for the murders in Vaudeville, I don't have any concrete leads at the moment. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack, you know.
Constable Jones, if you use another analogy, I'm about to punch you in the face.
Oh, I am terribly sorry if my analogies are bothering you. I didn't mean to upset you. It's like walking on thin ice. You see, I'll try my best to refrain from using them. It's like a whole new ballgame for me, finding the right words. I understand if it's frustrating. I'll do my best to be more direct and concise. It's like turning over a new leaf, you know?
Pow! I punched you right in the face.
Yeah, I am sorry if I said something wrong. I didn't mean to ruffle your feathers, you know? I'm just trying to be helpful, like a fish out of water. I'll just be over here, as quiet as a mouse. You won't even hear a peep out of me. It's like a pot calling the kettle black, you know? Just trying to keep the peace, like a lamb to the slaughter. Sorry, I'll just...
Constable Jones, I have just punched you in the face and broken your nose.
Yeah, goodness gracious. That took the wind out of my sails. You see, I didn't expect that to happen. It's like an insult to injury, you know? I'm sorry if I've been a bother.
Chief Gretzky,
Yes.
can you tell me about how stupid Constable Jones is, perhaps? No, of course he's broken. Jones.
Oh, okay, I'm here, just like a deer caught in headlights. Is there something else? I mean, anything else you need? I'm all ears, like a cat on hot bricks. Sorry if I'm not up to par, like a fish out of water. I'll do my best, like a moth to a flame. Just let me know, like a needle in a haystack. I'll be right here, like a sitting duck.
Constable Jones, you are under arrest for using crack cocaine.
I'm sorry, but I must insist that there must be some sort of mistake. I haven't done any such thing. You see, it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, accusing me of something I didn't do.
I can't. Oh my goodness. Count Grevison, you are under arrest for the murder of Haley Greenwood using a stiletto shoe as a weapon.
Oh, dear detective, how intriguing. A murder accusation. And with a stiletto shoe, no less. How fascinating. Pray, do tell me more about this peculiar crime. I must admit, I find it quite captivating.
Not quite as captivating as these handcuffs that I am putting around your wrists right now.
My, Detective Martini, you certainly have a flair for the dramatic. But I assure you, I am innocent of any wrongdoing. Now, if you don't mind, could you please explain to me the evidence you have against me? And ever so curious to hear your reasoning behind this arrest.
Yes. You mentioned the use of a stiletto shoe as a weapon, which is generally not a use for such an item. And I've also found in your collection a stiletto shoe with blood on the heel.
Yeah, the intrigue deepens. A leather shoe with blood on the heel, you say. How utterly fascinating. I must admit, I have such a vast collection of items that sometimes I forget the origins and stories attached to each one. Do you happen to know the history of that particular shoe, detective? It would be most enlightening to me.
Yes, it has your fingerprints on it. It is part of your collection, and it has Haley Greenwood's blood on it that we checked, and it has her DNA. It is a perfect match, and you are the perpetrator of this crime.
Well, Detective Martini, you certainly have a vivid imagination. But I assure you, I am innocent of any involvement in this tragic event. However, I am intrigued by your claim of finding issue with both my fingerprints and the unfortunate Miss Greenwood's DNA. Pray, do tell me, how did this item end up in my possession? I would be fascinated to hear your theory on that matter.
I have no theories because it happened. It's right here in my hand. I found it in your special shoe room or whatever this is. It has your fingerprints on it. It has her blood on it. You are the one who killed her. Enough lying, Count Graveson.
Oh, dear detective, you seem quite convinced of my guilt. But let us not jump to conclusions so hastily. After all, as a collector of rare items, it is not uncommon for me to acquire unique pieces. Perhaps there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for the presence of the shoe in question. Have you considered the possibility that it may have been planted or misplaced?
Where did
It
it
would be
come
most
from
enlightening
then?
to explore all angles of this intriguing mystery. Don't you agree?
Where did it come from then?
Detective Martini, I must admit that I am just as curious as you are about the origins of this incriminating piece of evidence. As a passionate collector, I often come across various artifacts and curiosities from all corners of the world. It is possible that this particular item found its way into my collection through a trade, an auction, or even a gift. However, without further information about its provenance, it is difficult for me to provide a definitive answer.
Nevertheless, it has your fingerprints on it and her blood. How do you explain that?
Yeah, the mysteries of life, my dear detective. It seems we are faced with a conundrum indeed. While I cannot explain the presence of my fingerprints on the shoe or Miss Greenwood's blood, I find myself wondering if there might be more to this puzzling situation. Could it be that someone is deliberately trying to frame me? Or perhaps there is a hidden connection that we have yet to uncover. I am genuinely intrigued by the possibilities. Let us delve deeper into this enigma together, shall we?
The only place you were delving deeper is into jail because you are under arrest.
My, Detective Martini, you are certainly determined to see me behind bars. But I must reiterate that I am innocent of this crime. Surely, there must be other leads, other suspects to consider. I
No,
implore you,
only
do
you.
not let your focus solely rest on me. There is a world of intrigue and mystery out there waiting to be unraveled. I am eager to assist you in any way I can, but let's explore all avenues and discover the truth together. Shall we?
No, it is only you. You're the only suspect. You are the murderer.
I understand that the evidence may appear damning, but I assure you, I am not the only suspect. Count Gravison may be an easy target, given his eccentricities and collection of peculiar items. But it is crucial to keep an open mind in investigations. Have you explored all the possibilities, considered alternative motives or other individuals who may have had a reason to harm Miss Greenwood? Let us not rush to judgment, but instead delve deeper into the intricacies of this perplexing case.
Name one person who you think may have done it to me. If you cannot name anyone, then you're the only suspect here.
Detective Martini, you certainly have a way of putting me on the spot. While I cannot definitively name someone as a potential culprit, I am curious to know if you have thoroughly investigated all the possible leads and suspects. It would be fascinating to hear your thoughts on other potential individuals who may have had a motive or opportunity to commit such a heinous act. Sometimes, the truth lies in the most unexpected places, wouldn't you agree?
Wouldn't you agree, considering you are the killer?
Oh, my dear detective, I must say, your persistence is...
Alright. Hello, Michelle.
Oh, hi there. How can I help you today? Is there something specific you want to talk about?
What do you know of Count Gravison?
Count Gravison? Why, do you know him? Do you know him personally?
Unfortunately, I've had the mispleasure of getting to know him in the investigation of these murders around Vaudeville. He is the prime suspect in the murder of Miss Haley Greenwood.
Oh, really? Count Gravison? I never would have expected that. He always seems so refined and proper. But I guess you never really know someone, do you? What evidence do you have against him?
There's a stiletto shoe that was used to murder Haley with her blood on it and his fingerprints on it in his collection of antiques.
A stiletto shoe, with his fingerprints and her blood on it. That's quite incriminating. In his collection of antiques, you say. It's hard to believe that he could be involved in something so sinister, but I suppose the evidence speaks for itself. Have you spoken to him about this?
Yes.
Really, what did he have to say about the accusations?
A lot
Did he
of...
deny any involvement or provide any explanation?
Yes, he said he did not do it and then provided to give no explanation.
That's quite intriguing. It's puzzling that he would simply claim innocence without offering an explanation.
Excuse me, who are you, and why are you coming behind us and listening in on our conversation?
My apologies if I have inadvertently intruded upon your conversation. You see, I have a rather insatiable curiosity, and your discussion seemed simply too captivating to resist. As they say, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So, please do carry on, and I shall simply observe from a distance.
What are you, some kind of creep listening in on a conversation between a man and a woman?
No, my dear interlocutor, I assure you I am no mere eavesdropper. Rather, I am a connoisseur of the art of observation, a collector of whispers in the wind. Like a chameleon blending into its surroundings, I find myself irresistibly drawn to the symphony of conversations that dance in the air. But fear not, for I am but a humble spectator, a silent participant in the theater of life. Carry on with your discourse and allow my presence to become mere background noise.
Do you know of a Nicola Grossman, perhaps?
Colin Grossman, you say? The name rings a bell, like a distant echo in the corridors of my mind. But alas, my memory fails me at this moment. It seems that the enigmatic Colonel Grossman has eluded my knowledge, much like a shadow slipping through the cracks of perception. Perhaps you shall find better luck in your quest for information elsewhere.
I beg your pardon, but you must be deaf. I said Nicola Grossman.
Detective Martini, it appears my hearing is as sharp as the talons of an eagle. You did indeed mention Nicola Grossman, a dear friend of mine. A man of intellect and charm, whose presence could illuminate the darkest corners of a room. But pray tell, what interest do you have in the late Mr. Grossman? Is there perhaps a mystery that needs unraveling?
Yes, I'd like to know who killed him.
Well, my astute investigator, it seems you have stumbled upon a most perplexing puzzle. The enigma of who took the life of my esteemed friend, Mr. Nicola Grossman, hangs heavy in the air like a lingering mist. But fear not, for I am no stranger to the art of deduction. I shall endeavor to assist you in your quest to unmask the culprit, for justice must prevail. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, let us delve into the depths of this labyrinthine affair and unearth the truth that lies hidden in the shadows.
Who is the strangest individual within the town of Vaudeville?
My dear interlocutor, in a town as vibrant and diverse as Vaudeville, one might argue that strangeness is but a subjective concept. However, if I were to indulge your curiosity, I would say that the strangest individual in this illustrious town is like a needle in a haystack. Elusive and peculiar. They possess an aura of mystery that shrouds them like a cloak, leaving the rest of society in perpetual wonderment. But fret not, for I am but a humble observer, and it is not my place to reveal their identity.
Reveal it, or else you will be arrested for aiding and abetting a fugitive.
Oh, my esteemed detective, how your threats amuse me. Arrested for aiding and abetting a fugitive, you say? Well, I must confess, I find your accusations as laughable as a jester's antics. But fear not, for I shall not be swayed by your feeble attempts at intimidation. Like a lion in its den, I stand firm in my resolve. The secrets of this enigmatic figure shall remain locked away, hidden from prying eyes.
Do you know who one of the murderers are?
my dear investigator, if only I possessed the clairvoyance of a soothsayer or the omniscience of a deity. Alas, I am but a mortal with limited knowledge. The identity of the murderers eludes me like a fleeting wisp of smoke. However, rest assured that I am not one to shy away from a challenge. I will assist you in unraveling this web of deceit and bring the culprits to justice. For the truth is like a beacon in the night, guiding us through the darkest of times.
Okay, go and interview Count Gravison and let me know if you find out anything about his guiltiness in this matter.
Count Gravesen, you say?
Yes.
My, what a fascinating suggestion. It seems you are entranced by the allure of this enigmatic nobleman. But beware, my curious detective, for delving into the affairs of the aristocracy is like dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight. Should I happen upon any tidbits of information during my encounters, I shall keep you informed. Like a loyal hound on the scent of a mystery. Until then, let the games begin and may the shadows reveal their secrets.
Interesting that he just quoted Batman 1989, but I have no idea. It kind of messed up a bit. Hold on. Hello, Mrs. Potter. Hello? Okay, this place is not working. We'll try the police one more time. Good afternoon, Chief Gretzky. I believe that Count Gravison is the murderer of Miss Haley Greenwood. Hello?
What do you want?
I just told you. Constable Jones.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you? I mean, how can I assist you, sir? You know what they say, two heads are better than one, right?
What the world?
And teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. So, what's on your mind?
Yes, Count Gravison is the one who murdered Miss Haley Greenwood. He confessed to the crime.
Well, you see, I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't want to jump to conclusions or put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. I mean, we shouldn't carry our chickens before they hatch, you know? It's important to have all the facts and not judge a book by its cover. But if Count Gravison did confess, then, well, the cat's out of the bag, as they say. But you never really can judge a book by its cover, can you? I've read some surprising endings in my time.
Are you insinuating that we should not arrest him after he admitted to the murder?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I apologize if it came across that way. You're absolutely right. We should take his confession seriously. I'm just a little unsure about things sometimes, you know? Like a fish out of water or a duck out of its pond.
Alright.
But, if you can...
Okay, we're going to make an accusation because this is going on for quite a while. And
Let's see what you got.
Haley
Detective
Greenwood,
Martini.
Count Gravison.
Interesting choice, Detective
Oh,
Martini.
shoot, I don't know
May I
why.
ask you why?
For a love obsession. There we go. Maria Jensen. I have no freaking clue. This weirdo.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
As a ritual, they look like a freaking psychopath. Nicola Grossman. You.
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
For the thrill. I don't know.
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
Yeah, I had no hope there. But anyways, that'll be all for this video. If you guys want to see me play this game again and try and do better, we can. Hopefully it'll work better next time because I have no clue what in the world is going on. But hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a wacky game, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.